Hi everyone, welcome back to week 18 of Life Cues 2024. So today this page is going to be a whole lot of grunge and stuff I like to do. But I say that to say this, that lately and this is me, my own personal feelings, nobody has told me to feel this way or done anything to make me feel this way, but I am having trouble aging into this septuagenarian phase, over 70. But I do think it is coupled with that I'm not able to do things, and people perceive that I'm not able to do things. So very often you'll hear, help Nana, she's getting older. No, it's not help Nana, she's getting older. It's help Nana because she just had brain surgery, in my head. Do you know what I mean? But you don't want to say that because it sounds really weird, but I don't know. So I'm trying to age beautifully and gracefully. And then I looked up some quotes on aging, and they said, aging is a privilege. And I thought, isn't that so true? It's a privilege. And there's a poem by Maya Angelou. I don't even know if it's a poem or if it's more of an essay. And it's called On Age. And it says, I'm not quoting her at all. I'm just summarizing what I read. Basically, I may take longer to do things. I may do them in my own way, a little bit slower. But don't hand me a rocking chair just yet. Like basically, don't put me out to pasture just yet. I'm not done. And I thought, yeah, go Maya. That's what I should be thinking. I'm not done yet. So the purpose of all this grunge is to show that age things can be just as beautiful as brand new things. I just love how this page turned out. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I find that how I do my pages, this was a whole scribbler. Hang on, I'll get it. It's one of those notebooks from the dollar store. And what I do is I dip the whole thing in like a casserole pan or a 9x12 raised inch roasting dish and fill it with coffee. And then sometimes I will pour it down here. And then I put it in the oven on about 150 and let it dry. And then I will turn pages. Some get grungier than others. And I love it. And I love the way. Then I am going to use some grungy stamps like this one. Looks like that. And we'll just use our regular black ink. And just stamp this wherever. Just giving it that grunge look. It's so funny what just a piece of tea-stained paper will do, hey? That was my stomach. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that one's good. And then yeah, I like that. Just little bits of, actually this stamp set is called Grungelicious, I believe. Let me see. Gorgeous grunge Stampin' Up. Now I'm gonna spray it a little bit with some blue. I don't want the blue to get mixed in with the yellow because I love, I don't want it to be green. I'll dry it first. I'll be back. Okay, it's all dry. Well, let's pick one of these that will actually spray, because remember last time they were... Oh, yay, I got her. I didn't want that much though, but oh well. That's it. That's all you got. And then take this brush, even though it has yellow on it. But what it does, I don't want the green, you know, yellow. See how it's going green a bit? I kind of want the blue. There. And then I'm going to let this dry for a bit, and I'm going to move on. And I am going to do this tag right here. Sorry. I put it on top of that grunged up paper, and then it might produce something pretty magical. So I'm going to use that spray. I used it first. Then I'm going to drip some of this on it. Holy, it dries fast. Wow. You can just watch it dry before your eyes, that spray. So we got some red. This is called Liquitex. It's by the same as our acrylic paints, but it's a liquid acrylic Purely red. Then we're going to add some more of that yellow, orange it's called. We've probably got way too much of everything on here. And then I'm going to add some burnt sienna. I'm shaking in them because they haven't been used in so long. This one, the plunger, doesn't even work anymore. Getting old, but that's okay. Aging is a privilege, right, Mr. Sienna? Woo! And a little one right there. Now I'm going to I'm just going to use my protractor because it works just as good as anything. And just smear it around. I don't really want it to be polka dotted, but that's what it looks like, eh? It's not what I was going for. Not at all. So, we're going to go back in to change the polka dots. Do not. So, we're going to paint this over the polka dots. So it makes it look kind of rusty and grungy. I don't want the dots to be in your face. Like, hi, I'm a polka dot. You know what I mean? It just dries, acrylic dries so fast. I mean, it's great sometimes, but not when you want it to. Just hold on a minute, I'm not done. There, so it's got some of the blue from the other page. And just needs a tiny bit of that yellow. just to try to keep it with the same. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Boy, that yellow just warms it up and makes it look like it's rust, like a piece of rust. That looks so cool. Wow. And I am liberally using this stuff because you know what? It's been, like I said, sitting in my art cabin through 3 or 4 winters and I haven't touched it. So it deserves to be used, okay? So I'm going to dry this. Oh, I don't even know if that was in camera. There you go. I'm going to dry this soppy mess. Okay, right now we're going to add this torn old newsprint. It was from those old newsprint bags. They were like lunch bags, and you could order them, and they were just torn lunch bags that I thought were kind of cool. So I'll put this right here. So we're going to stamp this dark and scary window right about there. Or should it be up there? I think up. Yeah, up. Better get all ready. I've got embossing powder. This color is obsidian, which is kind of dark, almost black, you see? Let's be all ready in our Versamark. So let's really get this all inked up. The stamp's really, this ink is really, the refill is good, so it's really a juicy ink pad. Love it. Oops. I'll put it on here. Right up at the top where I wanted it to be. It's an old window looking out of an old house. But aging is a privilege, right? Get this on there good. Let me see if it's on there. Can you see? Oh yeah, it should be. There's some also places that weren't supposed to be, but that's okay. So let's put some embossing powder on this puppy. I haven't embossed in forever. Okay, then we'll tap it right off onto this paper. Cool. Look at the window. Scary. Scary. I sound like a little kid. Scary. Some of those marks are around the window. I'm just looking on the stamp. Some of them. I think that's a cool stamp. Okay, we'll put our ink away. This used to be quite the process when you were embossing everything under the sun. I had a little tray that I used to put the powder in and then pour it back in the jar. I wish I had grunged this tag a little bit more. Like, I used to have a thing that scrapes on the side, but you can use scissors, but sometimes scissors are just a little too sharp and it rips it. So I'm not looking to rip it, I'm just looking to rough it up. So I had to take the time to roll all these up, and there was like little bundles of twine. But it's way more tidier now than that big ball of whatever that was. So I'm going to tie this on this tag. Put some tape on the back just to kind of secure it there. There. There we go. Let's just put a knot in this. There. So that is my tag. Not exactly sure if I'm going to do anything with the hole in the tag. But let's bring our page back up here now. Let's just put that aside for a minute and grab our page. Doesn't look anywhere as cool as the tag. That's for hot damn sure. Okay, I will need that later. I do not need this right now. Or this. I need a bigger desk, or I need to be cleaner. Okay, so here's my tag. Doesn't that look fabulous? Look at that. But what we need to do is definitely bring in some of this beautiful rusty color. And wasn't it yellow? And this, or was it red? It was red. And again, I'm using a paintbrush, not Okay, I got Distress Ink tea dye, which should marry really well with the tea dye paper underneath. It's just giving it more oomph, like it's soaked in the dye a little longer. Because otherwise it just looks like white paper, white newsprint with all this other stuff added on it. Yeah, this looks way better. Love it. See, when you go down the seams, you see? That looks really yummy and beautiful. It kind of is enhancing all, whoopsie, all those pieces that were collaged down, all the edges of them, which is very neat. 100% better to me. I love it. So now I am going to activate my Distress Ink with some water. I got a new spray bottle, but it's not spraying like I want it to. I want a fine, misty, spray. My dog's looking at me like, what are you doing spraying water into the garbage can? That should be better. Okay, we'll just let it activate and just leave it for a minute. And I shall return and we'll finish up this page. Okay, I'm so happy with that. Can you guys see the magic? It never ceases to amaze me. All those little tiny little holes, and oh, I love it so much. So now I'm going to glue this puppy on. I'll put it here. And the pages that we're turning, do you see how they curled up there? I just darkened them with the ink, and then I added that little tiny Stampin' Up! Ink pad all the way around. I inked it. And yeah, oops. And then I'm going to add the coolest little detail on this page. Okay, so we're going to put you there, right there. Hope it stays. And then I've got these. I don't know if you guys remember these or if you even purchased any. I don't know why I purchased them. They're called Flower Soft. I bought 2 of them, but I don't even know what they're for. I really, really don't. So what I'm going to do with these, to soften up this page a little bit, cross my fingers, I'm going to, because I was thinking I want to do something with that. So I'm just going to kind of have some flower petals just going down the side. Okay, here is my finished page. That's a little yellowy. Let me get that little ink and ink it up a tiny bit. Anyway, my question or prompt is, how do you feel about aging? I'm just using my finger because I don't want to blot the whole thing out. I just don't like the white part, you know, in there. You're going to have to squint and read that. But anyway, how do you feel about aging? So I used stickers here, rub on here, stickers here, stamping here. Privilege. Aging is a privilege. I wasn't sure if aging was A-G-I-N-G or A-G-E, but it's A-G-E, and I asked Siri, and she told me that. So I absolutely, honestly love how this page turned out. I love it. I love the flowers. I love this scary window and the old text and the twine, and I frayed it. And the splatters from the distress stamps. They're all over somewhere. There's some there. There's just so much on this page. You could sit here for an hour and go through all the different detailing, and you can see under there the line page with the stains. I love it. So I hope you guys love it too. How do you feel about aging? Aging ain't nothing but a number, people. I feel a lot better about aging than I did when I first started this. So there's that. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to share your images or drawings or artwork or mixed media, please, if you're going to post on Instagram, use the hashtag LifeCues2024 so we can all have a look. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.